Hi, hello, and I'm back again. Simple as that. Well, let's go to this weekend's fights, shall we? I think I look a little better in this lighting. Well, there is first. I would like to start off with a German card. Timo Schwarzkopf, uh, who is fighting for the European Super Lightweight, European Union Super Lightweight title against Florin Cardos. Well, I don't know that much about either of these guys. I've only heard of Schwarzkopf, like, just. But he is the favorite to win here because not only he is fighting at home, more or less. He's actually from Kosovo, but he lives in Germany anyway. And he has the better, slightly better record than Carlos. Um, Neither one of these guys, well, Carlos may be a somewhat of a puncher, but neither is a really a knockout artist judged by their records. Actually, Carlos is the defending champion, which is a little strange. Yeah, because the fight is in Germany, as far as I can see. Yeah, Baden-Württemberg. So I think Schwarzkopf. This will most likely go the distance, and because Schwarzkopf he hasn't really scored a knockout in a really kind of important match so far. He beat actually Junior Witter, who was ancient by that time, by a majority decision in 2013. And he lost to Anthony Yigit and Chris Van Herden on points. But I think he may look like the stronger of these two guys. I mean, the better, maybe. So I think he will win on points. Yeah. Well, that was that. And now we go to the other fights in a minute. Yes. Yeah, well, Ryan Burnett versus Nonito Donaire. It's in Glasgow on Saturday. Well, Ryan Burnett has so far, been pretty good. I mean, a fighter who beat a few guys that are, maybe world class, like Lee Haskins and Janat Jakianov and Jon Frez Parejo. He's a technician, so he's not a puncher, while Donaire is, but he hasn't scored a knockout since 2016 against Zsolt Bedak. He's also lost, of course, several of his last fights. 2 of his last 5 fights, yes. Well, this is a since Burnett is from Belfast, and that's not too far from Glasgow. He's like the home guy here, home favorite. But of course, Donaire always has that power. I mean, this is actually a bantamweight fight, so he is yeah. Well, that was surprising. So he is, of course, the bigger man, also taller man, and he should be, his power should be potent. But at the same time, he's kind of, worn out, kind of damaged goods, and he's 36 almost soon. So I don't know really. He lost to Carl Frampton in his last fight, and Jesse Magdalena, so he hasn't really beaten a really top fighter in a long time. Actually, the last one was in Pive Vetjaka, but that was a technical decision, 2014. So I actually favor Burnett to win this fight on points. Yeah, I think he will most likely prove to be too fast and too technically good and elusive for Donaire. Let's call him Donaire, it's easier. And yeah, so what else to say? Burnett seems to be the next great thing from Belfast after Frampton. So yeah, there you have it. Burnett is my favorite to win on points. I'm sorry if I sound a bit strange, I have a cold. And then, yeah, I guess we can just go to the best fights of the weekend. Josh Taylor, one of my favorite fighters, is fighting against Ryan Martin. Both guys are undefeated. Well, Ryan Martin is 22-0 with 12 KOs. He's slightly the taller man by 5'11" by an inch, but that shouldn't matter that much. But he hasn't yet fought anyone that's really, top level. He beat Brady Prescott. I still don't know how his first name is pronounced. I think it's Brady's. But he is, of course, damaged goods. He never was really that much as he looked. While Taylor has now defeated Postal in his last fight. That was a rather good performance. I mean, he had a few shaky moments, but he put Postal down and he closed strong to win. He really did deserve to win that fight. He also, of course, knocked out Miguel Vasquez, and yeah. So yeah, I don't know really if he will be able to knock out Martin, but there is a possibility, of course, when you hit as hard as Taylor and are so good offensively, and but at the same time he has good technique also. I mean, he can box definitely, and he's at home, fighting at home, so that means a lot, of course, when you have such let's say enthusiastic crowd as the one in Glasgow, even though he's from Edinburgh, but still, there will be a lot of people screaming his name, yelling, screaming. Yeah, so Taylor, I think, is fair. Yeah, he should definitely win, unless this guy Martin proves to be some kind of really, really, really good guy. I mean, yeah. But so far, as I said, he hasn't really fought anyone that's so good, and he hasn't really shown yet, while Taylor has. So yeah, I guess Taylor, he could stop him somewhere. I don't know, between the sixth and the 12th round, any time between that. But it can also go to the scorecards. Either way, he should win definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Well, then the other star fight this weekend is between Miguel Berchelt and Miguel Roman, the battle of the Miguels. It's for WBC super featherweight title. Of course, Berchelt is the favorite. I mean, no doubt, because Roman is just has so much mileage on him, despite being, stopping Orlando Salido last year and Neri Sagilan. Well, I guess that. Well, he was also knocked out by Takashi Miura early last year. So while Berchelt on his side, he also beat Miura, and he just looks very strong right now. I mean, really, kind of almost unbeatable. He has been beaten once early in his career. It was a sudden stoppage, first round, but that happens. So yeah, I think he will most likely wear this guy Roman out and stop him like 7th or 8th round, maybe the 9th. Because he just, I don't see how Roman can win this fight. I just don't. Of course, anything can happen in boxing. Sometimes one big punch can change the whole course of the fight, but unless Berchelt should get hit with a punch, surprise punch, I don't see him losing here. Just it's simple as that. Yeah, he has been really impressive the last couple years. So that's the one. Berchelt will win, I think. By a stoppage. Yeah, so I think that's enough for this time. I think I got down the most important fights of this weekend. So no point in including some smaller fights and making this video too long, because then less of you will want to watch it anyway, of course. So see you around until the next time. Bye bye.